Unlearning Paris is not simply a study abroad course. It is much more than that. It is the enactment of a radical pedagogic model that students can apply to other cities, other cultures, I think even their own lives and their relationship with others. This is a really transformative experience and perhaps one of the most exciting courses I've taught.
Everyone should take a humanities course. I think it's so important just for being a well-rounded individual. I've always loved taking a diverse schedule of classes, so I like throwing in some social sciences, maybe a STEM or two, and then especially a humanities to kind of deepen my knowledge about the world around me.
Unlearning Paris is an initiative to learn about the city of Paris, but from its transnational, transatlantic, transmediterranean nature.
We're really looking at the history of Paris and breaking it down, really going into the cracks and seeing the histories that are hidden, and then exploring how that manifests in monuments and works of arts on the street.
We are actually looking at the city as a kind of composed environment made of multiple layers of multiple histories, some of them who has been, silenced or ignored. So we are trying to fill those voids in order to have a more complete understanding of the city.
One thing we do here all the time, we walk through the city and we show the students how things that are very kind of mundane actually could be rooted in a history that is complex, that is connected to the colonial history and the imperial history of France, from people in the streets, from populations that live in certain parts of the city, to monuments that have been brought up and down and rebuilt in different moments to tell different angles of the same story. And that's beautiful, and students get it very quickly. And they start looking at the city through those lenses.
Trying to view the city not only through its romanticized form as the beautiful city of like baguettes and wine, but rather understanding the negative aspects as well, the history of colonialization and oppression that still exists to some degrees today.
I definitely understand a lot of the historical nuances more than I did coming into this. I have French ancestry, so I've always been decently aware of the city's history, but we're really starting to break into stories that I hadn't heard of or had only heard of on surface level, so it's been great to explore those narratives.
So it's a kind of revolutionary way of looking at the city that will allow us to give a more kind of critical perspective of a fascinating city as Paris.